have one story in this life called the Monomyth. This is the hero's journey. It is the quest to reach your life goal. The Monomyth is the soul's journey, your pathway from birth to death in this physical world. With the pressure from living in the system, most people don't get the chance to live their true story. It's your fire and your passion that matters, but most ignore it and choose to live someone else's dream, never becoming conscious of the story. But rest assured that when you leave this plane, your consciousness will move onto many more physical realities, experiencing different levels of creation. So you will take your hero's journey to the next incarnation. Every myth, legend, religion holds the story of the hero. On the hero's journey, we meet the rebels, the tricksters, the warriors, the mentors, and many more. These are the collective archetypes. They are the powerful keys to unlocking who and what we are. They will help you remember the self, and they provide you a mathematical map that will guide you to unraveling this matrix. The hero's journey is your story and your expression of your spirit, your expression of all that is through the self. However, through collective and individual trauma, humanity has been pulled through a distorted history on Earth, reaching a point of truth that has become difficult to accept. This is because we have programmed ourselves to be driven by fear and fight mechanisms. In the old world, it's what our minds became used to. We let the collective or personal trauma distort the self, letting the outward shadow dictate and rule life the way it wishes. This is why so many can follow it and walk blindly by insane rules, with too many on the outside feeling like they are in some sort of mental asylum. Society's trauma keeps us locked up in fight or flight response and is mainly projected through our media. This destroys the vision of what we are because it interferes with our subconscious and scars our archetypes, giving us a distorted hero to aspire to and mixed beliefs in what a positive, beneficial collective society actually is. But it is only us that have allowed someone else to create our stories and control the archetypes we receive in our subconscious. Ultimately, humans are connected, loving beings and will always find a way to evolve together. We have been divided through acts of war and terror, which has created a deep-seated trauma, which are not part of what the true human is and the quest we are all on. We encounter our destroyer and the oppressor, which the hero will always eventually overcome when we find the correct path. But the trauma activates those fear mechanisms to react. Then a spell is cast to conjure some sort of fear that we must fight to get over or ignore, as it's too horrifying to accept. To actually heal trauma, we have to pass through it, feel it and let it go, rebuild a positive story from it. It is not something we fight or ignore, as that will only help it grow negatively. Fear will only physically manifest when we project it into our story, and that will happen when we operate from our shadow self. Because fear doesn't actually exist. Fear is a tool used to manipulate our minds. The true hero does not let fear decide their fate. When we are watching that sunset, sitting with our loved one, and we reach our final breath, do you think it will matter? Nothing will matter, because you are pure consciousness or spirit. You will feel no emotion, sadness, anger, but you will see all of your life story, your memories and your achievements, represented by your archetypes. What happened in your life? The one true story of your life. Have you been the true hero of your story so far? Your body is a biological work of art, experiencing this incredible physical world through the eyes of the Creator. Science shows us that human emotion affects our planet's energy field. When we show gratitude and appreciation within the heart for our life, or even sadness, it will radiate and connect with the Earth's magnetic field. We all influence collective consciousness through our energy, and most are not even aware of this. Your story is stimulated by a five-sense reality interacting with a series of frequencies, which is interpreting reality through your mind when you make decisions. You are a persona, a sonic vibration of light emanating from your being with the actions you take every day. So if we are not asserting ourselves, we will be living someone else's story instead. We will live someone else's monomyth. Like we have 3 acts in a film, there are 3 stages to this journey: the separation, departure, the trials, the victories, and the return and reintegration. You have all the archetypes in your life, and good or bad, they will help you in your journey. We may not believe it, but we are aware of the challenges before we enter this realm. As much as we believe in random situations, we have been attracting and manifesting this reality since the dawn of creation. So we are not and never are a victim. So the great quest is not to destroy the darkness. It is to discover your hero and claim our birthright, our inner freedom and purpose in this life. No one is to blame but yourself for where your reality is right now. By taking this responsibility, it will empower you and make yourself stronger. But the question is, do you want to live your monomyth? Or do you prefer living that story through someone else's creation?